Yeah, first of all, I appreciate and thank the initiators of the program. I also thank the boys that came to teach the students. They are marvelous, they are very wonderful. And from the reports I got from the computer teachers, I found out that it has increased the ability of the students to learn, their ability to understand computer science. I believe that the program has prepared the students for the future. So the program is very wonderful. I appreciate. Thank you all.
Thank you very much, sir. In the future, if there are other programs being sponsored by Google and RAD5 Tech Hub, will your school be happy to accept the program?
Of course, we'll be happy to accept the program.
Thank you very much. Really appreciate your time and reception to African Code Week in Federal Crop, sir. Briefly, we want to know how African Code Week, being sponsored by Google and brought in partnership with RAD5 Tech Hub, has affected the school. How you feel about the program?
First of all, I must appreciate RAD5 Technology for their efforts, for their initiative, African Code Week. Just this morning, I was in my office, a student came up to me about an idea she developed concerning control of noise making in her class. She thought about using a cat as a robot. So we are discussing about the idea. I helped her to come up with like using a bird. When a bird flaps its wing, it shows that the students in the class are making noise. So she was so much happy, and I myself am very much happy, for a child of her age having that idea. I love that idea. At least I'm sure that such will help them to solve so many problems, not only noise making. Somebody said something about using it to control lateness. Even though the child didn't give me that, but I know that the child have an idea of such. In essence, I think RAD5 is doing a good job as far as technology is concerned. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ma. So in the future, if there are any programs being brought to the school by RAD5 Tech Hub, African Code Week, or Google themselves, will the school in the position to happily accept the program again?
I'm sure, yes, sure, because really, I'm very much impressed. The school will always welcome them. Thank you.
My name is Nnam Credo. I'm in just 2 Green. I'm 12 years old. From the past 5 days, I've learned how to make programs, how to program games and other apps. Though recently I'm working on an application. From what I've been learning how to make games, how to program other applications, how to make softwares that can help us both in the future and the present. Like, I'm working on an application that will help us. I'm a Catholic. I'm working on an application that will help us in our Catholic church. It's an electronic application that will help us to know some things. Example is how to behave in the Holy Mass, how to pray the Rosary, and some other things. That rather than buying the books, you can just download the application than buying the books, though, because the books are so costly. Rather than buying the books, you just go ahead and download the applications. Before this program, I was still in International E-Learning Center. They taught us how to use Scratch in primary 4, but they didn't go deep. They were just touching it. They were just beating around the bush. They didn't go deep, so I didn't learn it, and I didn't put interest in it until this my JS2. I'm so happy, and I don't know, my heart is full of joy. I want to thank the organization that brought this program to us. It's not everyone here that has the opportunity to come here and learn all these things. and have all these things in mind, do all this, be able to program a game. It is said that in other countries, children of my age can program games. Then what are us in Nigeria doing? We are meant to know how to program games. We are meant to be like other children in other countries. We are meant to come. We are even meant to challenge them in other countries. We are not meant to just come. And in this life, learning is not based on the theoretical part. We also meant to know the practical part of learning, not only the theoretical part of learning. So I thank them for giving us this opportunity to come here and learn some things. It has really helped me personal. I'm very happy for this wonderful and golden opportunity I've gotten.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
My name is Ugomma Goodness Aba. I'm in just one white. I'm 10. I've learned that we can use Scratch to make any type of things, and I've learned that we can use Scratch to create our own personal games and share it with the world. I've learned that we can go to choose Scratch. We can change our sprites and backgrounds. We can do any type of thing we want through Scratch, but only if we have faith in ourselves that we can do it. I've not made anything, but I want to make a pong game with Scratch, and I believe after doing it, people will see it and love it and try and will be convinced to go into making games with Scratch. Yes, I'll be so glad to do it again because it has been fun learning with Scratch, and it's not all people that are privileged to be in front of a system and operate what kind of thing they want. I'm just saying that if they give me another opportunity, I'll make the world a better place for people to live in. I'm saying thank you for sponsoring us. I'm saying thank you for making us to sit in front of a system and learn more about Scratch. I say, as I've done for us, may others do to you in Jesus' name. Amen.
My name is Anukan Blessing. In SS1, past 5 days I've been able to make a racing game. If I'm given more time, I would like to create a cartoon of myself. Not like in Disney Junior version, in my own way. I would like to thank them because it was my first time and I always had zeal for this kind of thing, and they made it possible for me.
My name is Ndakuba Clinton. I'm an SS1 Diamond. I'm 14 years old. I've built a game using Scratch, a racing game, which is for 2 players. When clicked, it runs and reach the finish line. After this program, I would like to build things like alarms, which will wake me up for studies, and also I like to build a Scratch program which will help me read my books enough, that will remind me. Also for my parents which are going to work, I would like to build for them a Scratch program which will also help them wake up early. So I would like to thank Google African We Code RAD5 for giving me the knowledge of using Scratch, because right now I don't think some things will be difficult for me any longer, because I usually come late, but now I just use my mom's system to create alarms using various sprites and Scratch, which makes me wake up early. So also for my parents, which like when my mom is stressed up, she usually needs alarm to wake her up. I also create them for her. So thank you, Google. Thank you for the programming week, for everything.
My name is Gold Jude. I'm in just 2 whites. I'm 11 years. During these 5 days, I was able to build a pong game and also build a goggle loop. I was also able to build a dress makeup. I would like to build some videos, some school spelling bees, games. I would like to thank them for making it possible for me to be here, to learn things about Scratch, to learn to make life more better. During my 5
What else can you see? You feel like you are in a high place. You want to jump. Turn left. Turn left. What are you seeing? What are you seeing? Find the staircase. Look up. Dog.